I'm live for nobody. How about that? Dun, 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 dun. Nobody's here, so I can play with my camera. Is that better? Who knows? How about that? Nobody's here. That's weird. Says one person's here. Hopefully you're here on purpose. Say hey. Up, they ran off that quick. What, 8 seconds in? Ain't too early. It's the time I start every time, Terry. Always start at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. How you doing? Oh yeah. No. No. Incorrect. Oh wait. Y'all don't observe us. Hey Krauser. Uh Terry, y'all don't do daylight savings time crap that we do here in the States, right? So yes, for you it is an hour difference because we jumped ahead an hour. America does this dumb shit. Uh in March we go forward an hour, and then October we go back an hour. So that's the problem there. So that may be why some people ain't here. Yes. Yep. Krauser. That's exact. Well, I'm sure that looked really awesome. uh, Good, except for the shitty rainy weather messing up stuff. I spent yesterday 5.5 hours plowing yesterday. It's not a metaphor. It's literally on the tractor plowing field. Which is why I haven't released any videos since Tuesday. I haven't had time to shoot any. It's doing all right. Uh, I need to plow that spot at least one more time so we can plant. Holy shit. I got dog hair on me, man. That shit shows up on camera really good. Huh. Ain't that interesting? Now I get to look like one of them special guys. Well, good. How you doing, Krauser? I might not have people showing up until late, halfway through the same old, nothing much. Eh. Well, this could be fun for the first hour, huh? Oh, Krauser, I do that all the time, man. Well, that's not funny. You're sick, Terry. Being sick sucks. Uh, Krauser, I can't say I do it every night, but I do it some nights where I actually have to get up. Oh, see, for me, it's my chest. I have night sweats in my chest, and it doesn't matter how cold it is. I will have to take my shirt off. It's so drenched with sweat, and I have to hang it up so it can dry out. Yeah, my legs don't do that, but my chest does. I don't know what causes it either. I've always been yeah, it is crazy. I've always been it's gonna sound weird. I've always been a hot sleeper. I'm extremely warm when I sleep, no matter what the temperature is. That's how I used to feel too, Terry. Well, I mean, I hate being sick no matter what, but at least this is my legitimate reason for being out. Yeah, there could be a lot of things. That's why I didn't even speculate. You know, I can't say, oh, well, it's this when there's 20 other things it could be. I don't know that it's my hormones. I've been that way my entire life. So, I mean, as far as for me, I'm not saying for you. That was weird. Two people dropped in. We ran them off. They're like, oh, they're just talking about sick and sweating. We're out of here. Oh, really? Oh, it's happened. Well, it's gotten worse as I've gotten older. Just the two videos I released on Tuesday, Terry, the one that you complained about that you couldn't watch because of age restriction, and one other one that I'm sure you didn't want to watch. But yeah, I haven't had time. My granddaughter's been out for spring break and had shit to do, and now the rain screwed up part of the shit I have to do. I may not do other shit. So if it was rainy tomorrow, I'll shoot two reactions tomorrow. If on, yeah, it rained here too. It's been raining since this morning. Not like a torrential downpour. We're supposed to get that tonight. We're supposed to have thunderstorms with a chance of tornado. We don't have to worry about tornado right here where I live, but they do go all around us. I had my first 3 million view video on Facebook this week. I was pretty happy with that. It paid pretty good. But now Facebook is mad at me, said I did something wrong, but they won't tell me what. They've done it before. It's not the first time. It's kind of weird. They pay better than YouTube, but they're more stricter than YouTube. No, it was a short. I don't do reactions on Facebook because, as I said, they're stricter. So any music that I have playing in the background or in it, I can't monetize it. So in a lot of cases, they won't even let me release it. They'll mute it. Oh, they told me why, which means the AI picked up on something because with a computer, it's either an I or an O. There is no gray area. So they said a red flag came up on a video, but they can't tell me what video. Oh, how convenient. You can't tell me what video. So they said that I didn't. Yeah, it's extremely dumb, especially for me, because what that means is, oh, he made so much money in 5 days that now we don't have to pay him for the rest of this month. How convenient. It happened last time I had a million view video. I did something wrong and they didn't have to pay me for the rest of the month. Now I have a 3 million view video. Oh wow, I ran 3 people off. Oh, must have been Facebook people come here to see if I was talking shit about them. uh, Not really. I'm sure they couldn't care less. Uh, so now conveniently, even though I've increased my views for 80 days in a row, I've gotten 700 new followers or 700 plus new followers in 7 days. Suddenly I'm doing something wrong. How convenient. That's weird. Everybody ran off. Huh. Yeah. Uh, I was doing really well on Twitter for a while. The first time I had it, and then I just got bored with it, so I deleted it. And when Elon Musk bought it, I went back into it. Says he was going to open up some floodgates and loosen up the reins, as it were. Uh, but I couldn't ever gain traction again. All the followers I had before wouldn't come back. So I mean that's on me. No big deal. It's one less social media I have to deal with. I'm mainly focusing right now on Facebook since they pay the most, YouTube, and TikTok. If I can build my TikTok up to getting paid, I mean, my Patreon, I lump Patreon into my YouTube because that's where the people come from, and I still have to go through YouTube. I have to upload my videos to YouTube. Yeah, I deleted my Twitter the last time when it wouldn't take off. When it didn't take off, I was like, deleted it. And mostly, I used to just have Facebook to stay in with my friends all across the world. Um, but then, I just post these stupid little videos, the same videos I post on. That one pays pretty good from what I understand. I know several people with them. One person just posts pictures of their feet making a killing. Feet are disgusting. And when you look like this, you got nothing. This and ugly feet. So, uh, but then Facebook sent me a message one day and said that my little videos that I post. Oh, yeah, there's lots of people with no talent, and not just on OnlyFans, in the movies, in the music business. A lot of untalented people getting paid, which is a damn shame when you see all the super talented people not getting paid. Oh, yeah, for sure. I've heard of people selling their dirty socks, all sorts of silly shit. That's just it's insane what people do. I'm not judging people, but the fact that there's a market for those things is just bizarre. Uh, but oh yeah, with Facebook, they sent me a message one day. I thought they hated me. One day they sent me a message, told me my little videos were doing good. If I didn't know they were selling them on eBay. I know there's a huge market for that, Terry, but I didn't know it was happening on eBay because eBay's kind of strict. But yeah. Uh, so one day Facebook sent me a message and said, "Hey, your videos are doing good. If you'll go pro and hit this number, we'll start paying you." And I hit that number within 3 weeks, and they started paying. What's up, Mickey? Oh, you think you can sell anything on eBay? Mm, I happen to know that's not true. As somebody who sells stuff on eBay, I know that there's some things you can't sell, or maybe there's a way around it. Which I guess that way, if they're lying about what they're selling, like some undercover shit or some secret shit. How you doing today, Mickey? The time change is screwing everything up. The time change that we have here in the States is screwing things up. So we're a little off trying to keep it going till the normal time and everybody clicks in. See, America should pay attention. Most of the world doesn't acknowledge this stupid ass um, daylight savings time. Yeah, Mickey, I was kind of alluding to that kind of stuff, but I wonder why my counter keeps changing. Obviously, there's more than two people here. I know at least three people are here right now because I'm talking to you and you're talking to me. Yeah. Or they're trying to let me know just how much they care about me. And that means eBay can. I just learned that today. In case you don't know what that means eat, shit, and die. Good to know sign language. I will say it's nice that they let up. Now I don't have to I don't have to count my F bombs no more. No more. Look at my education. Woohoo! I don't have to count F bombs anymore. As long as I don't get too extreme with them, I'm allowed to say it. As long as I don't have more than the first few seconds, and we're 14 minutes in. So I can drop a few, but I'm going to try to save them. This does not look purple on camera. Weird. Looks blue. So it should be called Blue Rain. Yeah. Weird, huh? Hey, did any of you watch my Dax reaction that I released this week? Even if you're not into his music, I actually like Dax. He actually has something to say. Actually, I put that restriction on it due to the subject matter. It's actually something I can relate to. Not that I've felt the way he's talking about feeling, but I've caught a lot of the heat that he talks about catching. Uh, it mentions, you know, oh, that is very true. Krauser, the I don't know that it's touchy, but it's very, I'll say, aggressive and blunt. It's about online bullying and some people being pushed to, as a result, actually talk quite a bit in this one. I actually edited out a lot of talking in it. Yes, I know. The same person that requested Joker requested Gotham as well. I react to Dax. He doesn't get a lot of traction on my channel. I think he's one of the better artists that I react to as far as that genre of music. And I like that he's just point blank and says what it is. I mean, one of my favorite reactions I did to him was Dear Alcohol. If I'm not mistaken, I cried on that one. Oh no. Because it was something I could definitely relate to. Yeah, I know. He's just released another new single. The last reaction I did didn't do well at all. So, I mean, I'll keep reacting to NF, but I got to do it sparingly. Yeah, that's the one. YouTube has dropped me down pretty far. I guess they're a little pissed I didn't do videos this week like they want me to. Because oh, not because I was out of alcohol, because I was an alcoholic. But I view my alcoholism way different than most people's. I wasn't an alcohol. Well, I guess you could say it was sad for some people. Uh, I mean, I guess the message is kind of sad, but that's not what made me feel that way. I felt that way because I could totally relate. Uh, a lot of people become alcoholics because they drink to because they've had messed up shit happen in their lives. That's not why I drank. That's just the family tradition. That's I grew up around alcoholics. So from I think I've said it before, I've drank beer literally my entire life and started drinking whiskey at 8. Oh, maybe I didn't say that because I'm not supposed to say that. That's irresponsible. Um, irresponsible of me to say. I was very young. Just a part of life. All the men in my family did that. Nobody ever called anybody alcoholic. Matter of fact, they made fun of people for being alcoholics. When in fact, they were all alcoholics. It's quite a sign. On my biological father's side, there's only 2 members of his family left as far as his siblings. Him and his sister are the only 2 still alive. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Did everybody leave? Well, it says they're here, but nobody's talking. Oh, was it that part? Did that part upset people? No, there's no candy asses here. Candy asses are all in my comment section sometime. Did the internet freeze? Oh, there it is. Yeah, man. I like the fact I don't get a bunch of candy asses here whining about everything. Yeah, Krauser, I've always found that bizarre. If it was that simple, there wouldn't be any problems for anybody. Like, you've ever walked up to an addict and went, "Just stop," and they went, "Oh, shit. I didn't know it was that easy. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna go become a doctor now." Wow, I ran somebody off with that. Must've been an addict. Don't talk about me. Oh, it's like with my jokes, the people that get upset, oh my god. If you don't like a joke, don't like it. You ain't gotta go off and lecture me and shit. I actually thanked one guy. Well, yeah, I don't get much kids anymore. That don't happen a whole lot. Yeah, Krauser, that is insane. People getting upset. I actually legitimately thanked the guy. My first million view joke video, a guy commented, "Do yourself a favor and skip this video," and it skyrocketed and went up to 1 million views, a little over 1 million. Uh, and I sent him a thank you message, and he got upset. I was being legit. I wasn't being facetious because he made that dumbass comment, made my video take off. That was actually my second million view video. Oh, today's generation, they couldn't handle Don Rickles or shit, any Richard Pryor. Uh, the list is just so long of shit that we grew up watching that today's people couldn't take it. I agree with that, Krauser. I think a lot of people are just doing that to fill their loser day, just going around hating because they needlessly leave hateful comments. Oh, for sure, infinite verse. That can happen. I don't worry about that. The only thing I worry about with what I do, especially with YouTube, is my money. Because as you weren't here a minute ago, but as I point out, I pissed Facebook off, so right now they've frozen my money. Uh, but I've offended a few people, but it helps my jokes when they get offended because they'll talk shit, and then people want to watch the video and see if they should be upset. And like I had a million view video here a while back that had two people mad. Out of 1 million, two people got pissed off. So those two people can. I'm so glad I learned that. I'm going to get a lot of practice saying that, especially at work. But yeah, people just, I, it's just going crazy. Oh wow, yeah. Infinite. You're right. I'll get back to you in just a sec, Krauser. I'd already started forming my response to this. Uh, I posted a joke, and it obviously was not in the context that one person took it, and they took it into an extreme direction. And I was like, the fact, and I very rarely delete comments, but I deleted this person's comment because of where they took this joke. But the fact that you took it, not y'all, the individual, the fact that you took it to where you took it says something about your state of mind, not mine. But I was just, I'd already gotten used to this culture going, "Hey, you can't say that." Oh, yes, I can. And I'm going to. Because you said I can't, I'm going to say it a little bit worse than I would have said it had you not said anything. Um, yeah, Krauser, most other countries, period, don't have the issues we have in here in America. And that's just, it may sound weird, but I think we have too much freedom here because, and we're catering to the minority. By minority, I mean the people. When I was in college, when I had to take government in college, I had to write a paper because at the time, well, I didn't have to write the paper. I was told to pick a subject, and I chose this subject. Supposedly, we live in a democracy. It's not a true democracy because history has proved true democracies will implode. They don't last. It's impossible. But at the time, people were trying to get "In God We Trust" removed off of money, said that it offended them. So when I wrote the paper, at the time I wrote the paper, there was 12% of Americans that openly admitted or stated that they did not believe in God. There was another 8% that said they weren't sure. So I even lumped the 8% into that. So that makes 20% of the people demanding that we remove "In God We Trust" from money. And we gave them a platform to talk shit on. You shouldn't be paying attention to them. I don't believe in God. It doesn't bother me that it's written on money. I I don't care what's on the money as long as it spends, as long as I can buy what I want to buy, I couldn't care less what's written on it. You know, so these people, and that was the beginning of this whole cancel culture and it's got to be my way thing because we're giving an audience to them. Oh man, I really got on a preaching thing. That really takes all the fun out of it, huh? Shit. Anyways, that's the subject that I really get worked up on, obviously. Um, and the bottom line is you don't have to use money in today's society. You can get a debit card and you can get anything you wanted printed on that debit card. So you don't have to use money. So if it really bothers you, just don't use money. Whew. All right, let me get off this rickety ass soapbox and let's try to have fun, shall we? Oh shit. I'm sorry, Mickey. I missed your whole comment there. Um, how do I get mad at such a nothing thing? Uh, People are weird, but the oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were asking me. All right. Yeah, yeah, I got you now. Exactly. How do you, if you don't believe, it's kind of like any other thing. Cartoons. Uh, yeah, Mickey, there is some weird shit going on. I think YouTube realizes they used to be here, and then like, oh shit, we've gotten so big. Now we need to get a little more family friendly, and they went too far. And then they're like, oh shit. So they're trying to balance it back out, but uh, they're not really messing so much with me as far as what I do because I'm a really small channel by any stretch of that word. Um, but they some things are stricter on me about. If you got a million plus viewers, they let you get away with a lot of shit they don't let us get away with. Uh, but they're doing some weird shit. And I think they're trying to find a happy medium where they can still be a little wild west and loose. Yeah, exactly. And their emphasis, yeah, in the beginning it was all good. There was actually a better channel called break.com, and they apparently devoured them and got rid of them. Break.com was definitely the Wild West, and you get away with a lot of shit. What's up, Buxton? I mean, I think that's how it's pronounced, but I remember you from last time. Um, Hope you're doing well. Uh, but yeah, YouTube is just, I think they're shooting themselves in their own foot and they're realizing that. So I don't know what's going to happen. I've tried to kick off some another social media. So when and if YouTube implodes, I'll still be okay. But nobody really seems interested in that channel. I'm doing good except for shitty weather outside. Uh, but I'm doing good. I hope you're doing well as well. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good as well. Hope you're doing as good as I am, aside from the weather. I woke up on top of the dirt and I'm not in prison, so it's a good day. Uh, but Yeah, I'm not sure with YouTube. I don't really know where they're going. I'm doing my own thing, and I'm trying not to let them boss me around. It's supposed to rain bad here tonight, Mickey. We're supposed to have severe thunderstorms with a chance of a tornado. And again, I'm not scared of tornadoes here because they don't come into the town where I live. They go all around us, but they don't come into the town where I live. Even though you'll hear some people go, "Oh yeah, it does," and then you find out they live on the outskirts of town where they do happen. Yeah, it does happen there, but it does not happen in the core of our city. I've lived here since 1972, and it's never happened. We've had them close, but never actually in. Oh wow, YouTube is in a bad state. Yes. Um. Yeah, Krauser. They. It's weird what YouTube is catering to now. As a creator, even though I'm a small one, I see things. A lot of people who don't do this will come on my channel. Yeah, yeah. I'm not talking about what you're saying, buddy. Um, but a lot of people will come on here and tell me what I need to do to make a better channel, or oh, YouTube's going to do this. If you're not a creator, you don't have any idea what they're going to do to me. I've been doing this. I think 5 years now. Six really took off 3 years ago to where I'm doing better, but now I've kind of stopped. But that's because of YouTube, what they're doing to me. Um, and it could be because what I mean, who knows what the hell is going on. Uh, but they send me little messages to let me know. But I get people all the time telling me what's what, and I'm like, "Do you?" I'll go look at their channel because usually if you ask them, they won't say anything back. So I'll go look at their channel. Almost everybody who leaves me negative comments, I go look at their channel, and they don't have any content. So if you haven't created anything, and you're not up to where you're on the partners thing, it's weird the way they tell us that. YouTube don't understand you're doing your own thing. Uh, Terry, for to a degree, that's correct. Mostly, it's the labels themselves. Amuse got really bad for a while, which is why I quit reacting to baby metal. But I think they've realized that they need that kind of exposure, or that kind of exposure is good because they haven't blocked any of my recent videos off the new album. SME hates me. They go out of their way to block me. They set me off for 48 hours, and now uh, Monoskin, who gets a lot of traction on my channel, now they've this last video I reacted to, they blocked it. The labels are the number one. SME, they're a big label. I'm not sure what all they encompass, but just to be a pain in the ass, they block my videos, and now my Monoskin videos, they're blocking and leaving them blocked. So that's one more band that I'm not reacting to until something changes. Juice World, and for Juice World, it wasn't even the label. It's this little leech group that's in between YouTube and the label. They have nothing to do with artists, but they claim we're making sure the artist gets all this money. My reaction video has nothing to do with that. It's nothing else. It's getting extra exposure. Yeah, it wasn't even. It's a. I can't remember what they're called, UAAA or some stupid shit like that. They're the ones that got me um, copyright strikes, uh, and they did it with what's his name, the Kid Leroy, which is why I don't react to him either. That's the argument I've had. If you own the copyright, I make no money off of the reaction. None. Zero. All money goes to the copyright holder. So why block my damn video? It doesn't make any sense. So, oh, hey, sorry, Mickey. Later, buddy. My top three artists that I've been listening to lately. What's up, Low Spec? Uh, Love Bites, Namafla, and I don't know what's going on with Tom McDonald. He would be on the list. He's got a new song coming out tomorrow, but he hasn't been releasing shit lately, and I don't know what's up with that. Uh, yeah, and see, I'm not gonna do that, dude. I would never and I when artists contact me to react to their music, I tell them ahead of time, regardless of what you pay, if I don't like it, I'm not gonna say it's good. Usually, with a paying reaction, I will shoot the reaction, and if it's a bad one, I will send it to them and let them make the decision. Do you want me to release this? Because even though my crowd's not in the millions, it's gonna be bad. Uh, the third artist, man, there's a lot that are close for third that I really enjoy. Um, but Love Bison and Muffler are my top two. And I'm only listening new artists. I like a lot of old artists. I listen to a lot of music from 80s. Um, shit. Hmm. Man, I'm trying to think of one that I could definitively put into the third spot. That is tough. Yeah. Oh, it was on here. I just reacted to a Hobson song, but I think it was on my Patreon channel. They asked for a lot of different stuff that I most likely wouldn't react to on YouTube. But because they're paying and I don't have to worry about views, they get whatever they want. Um, uh, damn. Man, that's a good one. I like when y'all ask good questions like that. That I can't just spit out an answer. uh, that's a good one, Terry. uh, let me see if I can look. Hmm. No, I have not added any new artists to the blacklist. It's been a while. Oh, Krauser, I do the same thing. That's part of what makes it so hard. You know, that makes it a little easier, a top 10. To be honest, I really like Monoskin a lot. It's a different sound for me, even though a lot of their songs sound familiar, they have a familiar vibe to them. I really like Monoskin. I like Demi Lovato's new album. There's two Korean bands I like, DIH and Rolling Quartz. Oh, I'm sure that I would, but I mean that's your top 10, not mine. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That I don't know how you say it. Otiken. I've reacted to them on my Patreon channel. I've got another one coming up soon. Uh, shit. Have I reacted to Jazz Avengers? I think I did react to Jazz Avengers. I think you asked for it, low spec. I think that sounds familiar. Um, Man, that's I guess that's about as good as I can answer that question. Uh, I can't be rock solid on the 3rd. Even in the top 10, I think I'd be shaky as far as answering it. The top 2 easily 100%, I'm rock solid on that. There's no doubt. It's really close on the top as far as my top 2 go. Really tight race because I enjoy both bands, but I consider them different. I can't even call them the same genre as far as my opinion. But I'm rock solid on my top 2. But man, that's a good question or a good question, dude. I really appreciate that. You're right. I'd laugh at about half of it there, Terry. But I'm not surprised. So, and it's yours. So, you know, don't worry about what I think. It's yours. Damn. Somebody else asked a question that good that I actually have to think on. I can't just spit out an answer. That was good. I don't think so. Don't sound familiar. Due to what I do, with the exception of I have a guy that emails me a bunch of songs, uh, but he's not asking me to do reactions. He just wants me to listen to the songs. I really don't go looking a whole lot for new music because I do this. And if I go looking and I listen to shit and I'm like, yeah, and then somebody asks me to react to it, I can't react to it because I've already listened to it. So that's not good. So for the most part, I only listen to shit that I already know and I like and I know I'm not going to be reacting to. Yeah, and I don't wanna do that, so I my daughter will send me some new shit, but it's not to react to, she's like, "Here, listen to this." But, yes, potentially it would ruin it because I have heard a song and then somebody go, "Hey!" So, I don't try to, occasionally I do accidentally hear it and I have to tell them, "Pick another song because I already know that one or I've heard that one." But, yeah, I never, ever fake my reactions, ever. I've actually had a few songs that whatever happened during my shoot, a glitch in the video, sound, something. If something screws up, I end up just deleting the video and not doing the reaction. I don't want to do fake reactions, even though I know it would help my views. Oh, yeah. This is always good for views. Look at that big chunk of smoky quartz. Wow. That's a big ass piece of what you find in granite. I know everybody's impressed. Oh, yeah, dude, I've seen so many reactors that do that to it can't be the best song ever, every time. In fact, they can't all be okay every time. There's gotta be some turds. You know, it's weird, the last time I released one that was kind of a mean reaction, I upset some people. People have asked me to just release one or 2 because I normally just delete them if they sound too mean, and the one I released wasn't that mean, but holy shit, somebody got upset over that. I think he called me disrespectful multiple times. Uh, uh, this is gonna sound weird. Low spec. Can are you on? If you're on Instagram or you know my email address, message me because I don't know who I was looking here, and I don't use my professional name on Facebook. So if you message me, I'll tell you because we're cool. So if you're not on Instagram and you don't know my email address, here I'll put my email address in here. And I'm sure you know the ending to the email. So if you don't know my Instagram, hit me up there at my email and I'll tell you. Only because I don't know who's listening. Y'all I'm good with, but I just know a numbers up here and I know some people do just watch and I'm cool with y'all, but I don't know if there's somebody I don't want to be cool with or that I'm not cool with that's watching. So message me there and I'll tell you. And make sure you tell me your name so that I'll on Facebook so that I'll know. I know that kind of sounds weird, but yeah, I'm not worried about the feds at all. It's just some headaches I don't want. And since I went pro on Facebook and they pay me, I mean, I have to be open and I have some, I'm allowed to block some people, but you don't want to get carried away blocking, then I guess it raises red flags or whatever. I just try to be cautious. Uh, I mean, there's shit that I can hide from the general public. For the most part, I don't. Most of my posts are out there. Uh, all my jokes are definitely out there. It's kind of weird. I've increased. Uh, let's see what my stats are right now. All right. So right now on Facebook, I have my post reach is at 3.2 million. So I've increased by 12,000%. My engagement's at 2.6 million, which is up 13,000%. Uh, yeah, if you send it to me through Instagram, Terry, absolutely. A lot of people do that. I've gotten 3.9 million impressions, which is up 9,000%, and I've increased my followers by 34,000% in the last 28 days. Uh, so I'm doing way better on Facebook, which is weird considering I've only been pro for 5 months on Facebook. Man, can y'all see that shit? Uh, it doesn't look as bad on camera. It hurts like a mother. Starting a lawnmower yesterday, and I caught one of these little things that hold the damn cable. Ripped my knuckle open. No, I split it open on starting a lawnmower, and it bled and it bled. It looks a little infected. Oh, it is. Oh, look at that, live on camera. Anyways, oh, I licked my finger. That's probably going to grow some people out. Anyways, I lost two people that really quick. Uh, I'm not real big on fixing stuff. I mean, if it bleeds bad enough, I'll put super glue on it. I do that a lot. Oh, being responsible. Don't try that at home. Any cut, go see a doctor. I super glue almost everything shut. I have for years. Oh yeah, all my scars where I super glued shit looks better than when I've had stitches. And when I use super glue, I use the cheapest super glue I can find. They sell a super glue like they use in a hospital, has an antiseptic in it, but I always get infections when I use it, so I don't use that. The cheapest super glue I can buy is what I used. Use. I super glued my knee shut when I hit it with a chainsaw. What was my first tattoo? Oh, no, I do not regret it. This is my first tattoo. Before you, this one right here. Before you ask, it is not a bird. I got it when I was 18 years old. I was either about to turn 18 or I just turned 18. I traded 4 hits of acid for it. It's a Reaper playing a guitar, and it has the name of my most successful band, which was Sixx. Uh, I was gonna get Mighty Mouse playing a guitar flying through an amp, but I forgot my picture of Mighty Mouse, and the guy who did the tattoo for me, he didn't have any pictures of Mighty Mouse, so he had this Reaper, and it had a big sickle, and it asked, "Who's next?" So, uh, we removed the sickle and put a Flying V guitar in it. It looked way better when I was a kid, but no, I don't regret getting it. I don't have any tattoos I regret. I have one that I have 2 that I'm removing. I haven't worked on them in a while. I was removing this one because dumbass gangs started using it. So I didn't want to be popped for having this and somebody thinking I'm part of a gang. But no, I don't regret any of my tattoos. They all have purpose. I'm not one of the trendy guys that's running out and getting his entire body tattooed, getting stupid shit. You know the like what's his name? Adam Levine. Looks like he fell asleep at a party. Instead of drawing on him, they tattooed all over him. I don't do stupid shit like that. I've done some dumb shit, don't get me wrong. Oh, the most painful one? Let's see if we can get this on camera. Oh, you might be blinded by my white ass legs, but it's the only way I can show you. Back when my daughter first started doing tattoos, gotta explain it. She had a very heavy hand. So she had done a doodle, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. What's up, Brandy?" No, no. We didn't actually start early. Here in the States, we have daylight savings time, so we jumped forward an hour. So that's why it's early for y'all. Uh, Terry said the same thing, and I had to realize that not everybody else does this dumb shit we do. Um, oh, I don't know. I don't think I can get shit. I can't get it on my tattoo. I mean, a tattoo. I can't get it on camera. Uh, oh, but my daughter did a nurse on my leg that she had done a doodle and it looked really cool. So I had her do it on my leg. And when she was coloring it in, it felt like she was literally peeling the skin off my leg. And I finally got to the point where I had to tell her to stop. I said, it's good enough the way it is. And she was almost done, but that's the only time I've gotten that hurt that bad. Going, oh shit. I mean, when she first started, her hand was so heavy. I actually have scars, right? Not that scar. That's from a beer bottle when I was in the 3rd grade. But I actually have scars in this tattoo because of how heavy her hand was. Uh, when she first started, yes, Terry. Yes, Brandy, you've missed 50 minutes. Sorry, man. I guess I should have messaged you and Gary to tell you. Um, but when she first decided she wanted to do tattoos and you order your kit, it comes with this rubber latex imitation skin and it didn't feel natural. So she didn't want to do that. So I had her touch up this. This was a jailhouse tattoo my brother had done when we were kids. Well, he got one while he was in jail. When he got out of jail, he did one. So I let her practice doing what she could with that one. And then I let her practice on me a lot. And I got a lot of scars. But now she has a lighter hand, does outstanding job. She's a good tattoo artist. Oh, wow. Yeah, we've been having some sketchy ass internet here for the past, I'd say about a week. Man, that's some good questions. Have I ever had a bag of sick? Have you ever had a bag of sink, a bag of ink? I don't know what that means, Terry. A bag of ink on a fret? Not. Oh, a bag of I've never heard of anything like that, dude. I've seen people wrap it in plastic to keep it. I've never done that either. I've seen it done, but I don't do that. Uh, I have actually washed the tattoo off and pissed my daughter off. Oh, yeah, that's just I know what you're talking about now. No, I've never done that. I have great tattooing skin. Uh, I bleed. My bleeding is minimal. The only thing about my skin is it doesn't take color well. This is, I think my daughter's had to add color to this like 4 times now. But my skin for whatever reason doesn't like color. I mean, his boots were really red. I may have to get her to touch that up again pretty soon. It was really red. The jeans look about normal. The straight jacket's about normal. His hair could probably use some touching up in his makeup. But yeah, if you've got some skin, and I've never heard of anybody being allergic. I mean, I guess it's possible, but if you're allergic, why would you go get a tattoo? But a lot of people do it. Will wrap it in plastic. That became a trend a while back to protect it. Oh yeah, I use a try. Well, actually, my daughter. I used to use this try, whatever the hell it's called. Uh, it's 3 different antibiotics. I used to use that, but then my daughter, after she started tattooing, got this other shit for me, and it works really well. Uh, that's well, Terry. The color has to stay in my skin for it to work. It just let's see. I just turned 56. I've been getting tattooed for 37 years, or 30, 38, 38, 38, 39 years, whatever it is. Uh, I hear people do all sorts of different shit. I'm an old school guy. Something feels wrong with one of my earrings. That's why I keep messing with it. I feel like I screwed it up. No, it works. I've cross threaded them before and had to get needle nose pliers to get them out. All right. Next question. Somebody asked a good one, man. Uh, Boxing's been asking some good questions. Actually, had to think. Well, I didn't really have to think about the last one. I knew the answer to the last one. Oh, Terry, you're good, man. Hope you get better. Hope you hope it don't last long. Hope you wake up and feel better tomorrow. I just caught a video the other day. One of my all-time favorite songs. What's up, Keith? Um, Wet right now. It's raining, and we're supposed to drop down to 30s tonight and tomorrow night. So the next 2 days are going to suck ass. But I just found a video of Janie Lane from Warrant doing an acoustic version of Uncle Tom's Cabin, one of my all-time favorite songs. So I'm going to learn that when I can fit it in. I mean, I already know how to play. I already know the intro and most of the electric part of it. Oh, so y'all, the UK does that too, Brandy? I didn't. I thought we were one of the only countries that did that dumb shit, and not even all of the U.S. states do it. It's only some of them. I think it's the dumbest shit ever. It made sense back in the 1800s when you had to plow the fields. We ain't. I mean, ironically, I did just plow yesterday for 5.5 hours, but I'm not doing it with a mule and a single plow. Doing it with a tractor, multi disc. And Brandy, if y'all move y'all's forward, then next week you'll be right on time. Huh. Due to the rain, I may have to take a day off this week to catch up on mowing and plowing and planting and tree trimming, all sorts of shit. Me and my granddaughter were going to go magnet fishing, but the weather screwed that up. A foot of snow. Holy shit, y'all can keep that. It's raining here. We haven't hit 38 degrees yet. It will be tonight and be in the 30s. I'm not sure how low it's supposed to go. I just know it's supposed to hit the 30s. Oh, I can tell you. Um, we do let them eat the grass in the pastures. I actually we call it the yard, which is it's the yard, but not the immediate yard around the house. We're replanting grass and wildflowers around there, but we do let the cows eat the grass in the pastures that go all the way around. My mom's house sits in the middle of a U. I guess that's the best way to explain it. Um, well, shit, according to the Weather Channel, supposed to get up to 82 today and then only drop into the 40s. I heard the 30s. They need to make up their damn minds. Anyways, it's Texas. The weather's constantly changing. Um, oh, cool. All right. Low spec still here. I got you, low spec. I got your message, buddy. What? Where the hell's he at? I saw his Facebook picture. Oh, well, I see him right there. Huh. Trying to find low spec. I'm not sure if this is him. All right. Y'all can keep talking. uh, there you are. Yeah. When I tried to get to it, so I'm sending you mine. Um, when I tried to get to it, it didn't. It took me somewhere. I'm not sure that it's you because the picture was different. So I literally just sent you the information. So send me a friend request. Uh, yeah, I don't know what the hell why it did that because I copied your name and sent it to you. I mean, copied your name off of yours, searched it, but it pulled up a different profile pic. So I don't want to send the wrong person a friend request. So, so I sent you mine. You can't miss mine. Plus, I don't think there's any. There is one other person on Facebook that has that name. I mean, mine. Shit. All right. Yes, I saw that. Yes, I did hear that, Keith. I just speaking of John Rich, he's actually a cool dude. I just found out the other day that he was the bassist for Lone Star. I'm a huge music nerd and trivia nerd. I know shit about people that most people don't. And I said something to my wife, and she was talking to our daughter on the phone, and they both went, "Yeah, we knew that." I was like, felt kind of stupid. You would think I would know that because I like Lone Star. I like John. Uh, but yeah, this will be interesting to hear. I don't normally like Tom's uh, collaborations where he has something with another person, but we'll see. John Rich is different, so we'll see how it goes. There's actually a story about Nikki Sixx and John Rich sharing a room together. Oh shit! I'm sorry, boxing. Oh my god, dude, I'm. That's the thing. We're trying to keep up with everybody. All right. How can we get it in? All right. I mean, I know it's blurry. I got a song that somebody asked for. I can't find. Uh, I can probably put you in right about here. As you can see, that's a little bit. It's probably at least 3 weeks, but it also depends. Like you saw, there was a song I looked for, I couldn't find. So sometimes that happens. So those songs don't get done. So it moves songs up the list. And sometimes I have to do some rearranging. So just let me know what song you want, and we'll see how it works out. But I'll sit here and add it to the list so you can see me adding it to the list. Uh, yeah, it's pretty weird. Hey, did you find me low spec? That's kind of weird that sometimes, only sometimes my guitar reacts to me speaking. Now, see, I responded to you in email. Let me make sure. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Hang on. Um, piece of shit. Hold on, dude. Why is it not sending? I said send. All right, now you should get it low spec. The last update I got with Apple, they've done this dumbass thing where they've added so you can unsend the message, and it's right where I scroll my thumb to close an app. So if I don't wait long enough, it hits unsend. So I had to resend it. So you should get it any minute now. Oh, you already made a request under some recent video. Oh, okay. So you saw. Okay, cool. So you know it's on the list then. Awesome. I'm glad when that works out, especially because you know it's there and you know I'm not lying. Is I actually put songs on the list. All ends well. That's right. Yeah. Once upon a time, I hated touchscreens, but I use them so much now that got it. Outstanding. And when I see the little thing pop up, you'll see me accept it live on air. Ah, ah, ah. Um, so what else we got going on, people? I showed my rock. I've talked about Facebook being mad at me. I've answered two really good questions. Anybody else got anything they want to know? Can I do this? Absolutely. Good question. Done. Live on air. Accepted. Is your eyesight really bad or not really? Um, it's worse than it used to be. Like without these on, I can squint like this and still read all of your comments. Huh. Not with my left eye. My left eye has gotten really bad lately. At one of my jobs, I have to redraw logos. People when we do laser engraving and people will send us a logo or a picture and oh, I want this on whatever. And if it's too pixeled, I literally have to redraw it. But I have to blow it up and I sometimes it takes hours to redraw the logo to get it right so that it's laserable because if it's real pixeled out, we can't laser it. So that's really affected my eyesight lately. How many fingers are you holding up? It looks like 3, but I could be wrong. It could be the distance between here and there. So I'm gonna go with 3. Um, so no, I can read the squint a little bit. Shit, that's really I'm supposed to wear my glasses. When I first got type 2 diabetes, I didn't know I had it. My body was literally eating itself and I almost went blind. Uh, but once I found out I had diabetes, I jumped on it so hard and aggressive. I actually reversed my vision back to almost where it was before I got diabetes. But now it's kind of a little, see, even through the distance. But my vision had gotten so bad I couldn't recognize people's faces. The big green highway signs, I couldn't read them until I was almost past them. That's how bad my vision was. It was actually scaring me. Uh, and I lost a ridiculous amount of weight. I looked really sick. My wife actually pulled me aside and asked me, she goes, "Look, I'm going to ask you and I need you to be honest. Are you on Coke?" And I was like, "No, why?" I had started dieting in November and I thought I was kicking ass. Turns out it was diabetes and my body was eating itself. So when I look at pictures of me from then, I've actually thought about removing them off of TikTok, the videos that I shot, because I mean, big bags under my eyes and shit. I look sick, 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 disturbing sick, but I didn't see that at the time. There, a whole bunch of my shit y'all didn't need to. I wish I would have realized before that I could read this shit without my glasses on because then I wouldn't be wearing them on camera. Notice in my reaction videos, I don't wear them. In my joke videos, I don't wear them. Most of the time, I don't wear them. I have to read my computer at work. At both jobs, I have to be able to see. One job, I have a computer that I have to be able to read. The other one, I have to draw. And Brandy, that was just the normal thing that people hold up. That's why I guess that. 3 is actually the most common number that people hold up, and 2 is the most common number, and then 3 would be just to be off a little bit. So it's a pretty good guess on my part. Oh, yeah. My vision, it probably went okay, here's what happened. My vision started fading in So I went to the doctor and they prescribed glasses. So I wore glasses for 10 years and then my eyes really started bothering me. So I went to another optometrist who did all these testing. He goes, all right, here's the problem. You don't need to wear glasses. You only need them for reading. So the people that I went to had me wearing glasses for 10 fucking years. Uh, but they do help me read. It does make it clear. Like I can read my phone from this far away. I can read my watch. So my granddaughter sent me a message. I had to read it. Uh, Like, yeah, they're not really that bad, especially if I can move. Like back here is much clearer, but if I get up here, it's kind of oh wow, that is quite a difference. Right here is perfect. And you can see with a little ghosting. I'm sure people are dropping into the live stream going, they're just talking about their freaking eyes. Oh, thumbs down. We're out of here. Man, I can't wait to go to work this weekend so I can do that. I mean, I can wait. I'd rather not go to work. I always tell them if y'all would just pay me my wages to stay at home, I wouldn't stress y'all out. You wouldn't stress me out. Oh shit. You know, Brandy, that's really not that bad of an idea because I mean here we have people who should not be driving. I don't know how they pass their driver's test. I've heard they've gotten a little stricter if you fail the vision part. Uh, but we have people here driving that should not be driving. And I'm very big on if you are not comfortable driving the speed limit, you should not be driving a vehicle. I mean, most of our highways here, the speed limit is 75, and I see people doing 50, sometimes less. Oh, yeah. Keith, that's something a lot of people don't know about. We do get to see that because I have people make comments saying about, bet you're glad they removed the thumbs down. They didn't remove it. I get thumbs down all the time. I get a lot of thumbs downs. I do still have somebody that comes through and they will randomly go through my videos and put thumbs down on a lot of them just to screw up the percentage or whatever reason they have for doing it. I mean, I don't care. I guess if all I had was a thumbs down, I might care. No, I wouldn't care. I don't give a shit. Uh, I sent you your message, but yes, we see the thumbs down. Yeah, see, Brandon, that's exactly why. I mean, I know that sucks for old people to lose that freedom, but when you look at the grand scheme, the bigger picture, man, that's a damn shame. A 16-year-old girl killed that could have been prevented, and that doesn't mean she couldn't have been hit by a bus or somebody who could see. But I feel when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But it still sucks that a 16-year-old girl was killed by a driver who failed their vision test. I'm glad somebody asked me about my glasses because I feel much better not wearing them reading this. Oh, I wonder what video this person's talking about. Make someone laugh. Huh. That's interesting. I'll have to look at that. Someone liked one of my intros. Oh, but he could be being sarcastic, making fun of me. I have to look now. How would I describe my first crush? Um, I would say I would say, because I remember it, second grade. I would say unrealistic, very hopeful. I, I mean, even though I knew she was out of my league, I kept thinking maybe. And I remember that crush, but it was in second grade. But there was never depressing. I never, I my ego doesn't allow me to feel that way. Never has. Uh, never, ever. Uh, yeah, y'all might not be able to tell it from on camera, but and I've actually toned down a lot, but I'm pretty much an egomaniac. I mean, very positive thinking. I guess that's why I succeed more often than I fail because I believe I can do it. So, uh, yeah, probably unrealistically hopeful. I guess that's how I would describe my first one. Hell, probably many more after that. Huh, that's weird. Hey, I'm live right now, according to my homepage. Yeah, I think so, Brandy. I think that's part of it. Um, it's like anything else in life. You really want something, so you become obsessed with it, and it's great. You ignore, you miss all the flaws. Because there were girls in my younger days I had crushes on. When I got older, I was like, ugh. Not looking at them now, going ugh, but looking back at them, I'm like, what the hell did you see? Maybe I needed glasses way back then. Oh, we ran somebody off. I was saying it showed up on camera. I bit my lip. I bit it 5 times in a row to where it actually bled, where I had to apply pressure to stop it. Awesome. As long as y'all are still here, the ones that are talking, that's outstanding. Everyone else can come and go. Uh, and I hadn't bitten it in a while, and I bit it twice today. Once with breakfast and once with lunch. I'm a fucking genius. But yeah, I think that's part of what it is. Like if you want a cigarette, if you're a smoker, if you can smoke whenever you want, you don't really need it. But as soon as you're in a non-smoking area, you gotta have that cigarette. I think that's the same way crushes are. You ignore everything else. It's something you can't have, or you know you most likely ain't gonna have. I think that's how that shit works out. But most of the time you're young. Like I said, second grade, you don't know shit about shit. The best piece of advice someone has given me: don't stress over the shit that I can't change. Shit, I'd say close to 20 years ago, I adopted a mantra of first part sounds cliche. It is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. That doesn't mean I can just run around and do whatever the hell I want to do with no consequences. It means, here's an example. We were going to have a family day out back when our kids still lived at home. We had made plans, but it rained and everyone got upset. And I was like, wait, we can still do shit. We just can't do the outside shit. There was no sense of getting upset because it rained. It just changed our plans. It didn't cancel our plans. Don't get me wrong, I still snap on some silly shit, but so not stressing over stuff that I can't change. Like I know people who obsessively watch the news and get triggered, like increase their blood pressure triggered. You can't do anything about that shit. The news is supposed to make you feel that way. Don't do that. The only time I watch the news is for something local that I want to hear that's going on that because I'm a nosy son of a bitch. Uh, that and I consider it equal is to don't just run around being a dick to people. I mean, common courtesy, regardless, most people that I don't like don't know that I don't like them. Not that I hide it, but I don't see because I don't like you, I don't see any reason to treat you like shit. It can be cordial. The conversation's over. You say, "Hey, how you doing?" I say, "Hey, man, what's up?" That's much easier than me going, "Fuck you. Why are you talking to me?" Then we end up in a 20-minute conversation. It's much easier to just go, "Hey, what's up, man?" and let it go. So don't be an ass to people just because you don't like them. Just far easier to just go on. Now, if they ask me, I have no problem telling you I don't like you at all. Um, hmm. Oh, and always, and I taught this to our kids and working on it with my granddaughter, always believe in yourself. 80% of everything you'll do in life is believing in yourself. Texas is one of the hardest states to get a CDL in, and I passed my test on my first try. They actually made me go last because of how cocky I was. I'm pretty badass, but it's believing in myself. 100%. I always have. So, yeah, I'll say that's the best one. Always believe in yourself. No matter what, believe in yourself. Both my kids are successful. My granddaughter is being extremely successful doing all that because, like I said, 80% of everything you do is believing that you can do it. I was so good at when I went to truck driving school. The first time I drove a truck, the teacher literally looked at me and told me, or the instructor, he told me, he called me a fucking liar. He said he'd never seen anybody could drive that good on their first time. Well, Brandy, that depends. If you want to fly a second time, it's probably not going to work. But that first time, oh yeah, I could soar right into the ground. That's like skydiving. You don't have to have a parachute unless you plan on doing it again. Yeah, I don't believe dumb shit like, "Hey, drink this bleach and you won't get COVID." Those people got what they deserve. You think that shit? I still can't believe that was saying. Or people that ate Tide Pods totally got what they deserve. Yep, that is exactly right. That is I love that movie. Good quote, Randy. That is falling with style. I'd like to think I could be cool. Like if I fell off a building, I know I was going to die. I'd like to think I could do something cool. I'm pretty sure I'd just be screaming like a bitch, flapping my arms, hoping to God or whoever. Sorry, I grew up saying that it would work. I'd probably look like everybody else that falls off a building. All right, boxing. Have a good one, buddy. Um, I think I told y'all I fell down a mountain in Rio New Mexico. Snowboarding, I fell on my back and I couldn't get up. It was on a black run. So I was just doing snow angels going under the well, wasn't under it at first, but I started why am I looking up? I started drifting over towards the ski lift, and that's when I started to panic because I didn't realize how fast I was going. But I was just having fun. I thought I'd go all the way down the hill, but I was drifting over, and if I hit that pole upside down like that, I probably could have seriously got hurt. My Kempo instructor actually had to come over, get set, and catch me, and I almost knocked him down the hill. That's how fast I was going. I didn't realize that. I thought about rolling my feet over, but I was afraid if I did that, I'd tumble the rest of the way down the mountain. I did not want to do that. All right, so who's going to take over asking the good questions now? We only got 30 minutes left. And then I got to go feed the cows. Oh, down to two people. Shit, I ran everybody off. That's weird. Or was boxing secretly doing everybody under one? Huh. There we go. Are you talking about the band or a real ghost? I've seen videos of the band. Um, Me talking about Facebook being mad at me. I had my first 3 million view video. The band. I've seen videos of ghosts. I have not seen them live. The reason I asked for clarification is me and my granddaughter were just talking about the ghost in our house yesterday. We have several. But Brandy, I was just talking about Facebook being mad at me again. I can see that. That'll probably be a good show. Well, older Metallica. I don't care for the new Metallica or the newer Metallica music, I should say. I think the only person I really hate in Metallica is Lars for being the least talented person in the band. He sure is a shit talking individual. That's wow. Metallica is one of the bands I've never seen. I liked them early on, but I never really had any desire to go see them. It's kind of weird. But it maybe because I'm I don't know. I'm kind of weird about concerts. Yeah, that is unfortunate. He's just such a little douche, man. A little shit stirring douchebag. Oh, did y'all hear? I don't know if any of you like Motley Crue, but it's getting out now that about the truth about why Mick is no longer in Motley Crue. Seems the whole band is using backing tracks, and he didn't like that. Oh, that's funny you said that, Brandon, because I was literally going to ask the four of you that are here, um, what's a band that you've always wanted to see that you haven't seen? One of the bands I want to see would probably shock you. They finally quit being the whipping post for the music community. I've never seen them, but I'd like to see them because I like a lot of their music. We're down to three, so I didn't want to say that they wanted to see Barry Manilow live. Avatar, cool. Brandy wants to see Ramstein. So we know boxing's not here. I don't know who the third person is. Low spec. There you go. Mike Oldfield. Um, I want to see Nickelback. I've never seen them. I think I'd like to see them. Oh, but from what I've been reading and hearing lately, apparently Mick Mars retired because the rest of Motley Crue's okay playing with a backing track, and he's not because he can play all the songs. Yeah, I like Tubular Bells. Hmm, interesting. I don't know why they became the whipping post. I mean, why everybody just started hating them. Well, I mean, I was told several different reasons. Well, the one in specifically I thought was insane. I had several people tell me they figured out the formula for writing hits. What sellouts? What? You don't like them because they're writing good music? Okay. Yeah, Mick is um I think he's about 10 years older than Nikki, and Nikki's the second oldest member of the band. But Motley is saying, and I knew John Five would be a shoe in because Nikki and John are butt buddies. Uh, but they said Mick retired because he couldn't do it, and Mick's the only one that wanted to play live. Tommy's already been busted using a backing track. You can tell when Vince is using one because he sounds closer to old Vince. Um, I think I'm okay when there's not a guitar solo, but I think the transition in, I grew up in the 80s and naturally everybody's doing them. But there are some bands who really don't have a guitar solo. They have more of a bridge linking it. But I mean, I like guitar solos, but I don't want somebody doing as many notes as they can in a measure just because they can. If it's rhythmic, it's cool. Or if it fits the song, it's cool. Uh, when I saw Queensryche, and before I say this, I like Queensryche a lot. When I saw them open for Kiss on the Animalize tour, most of the solos they did during the song just sounded like showing off. It just sounded like solos that they put in. It didn't sound like the record to me. It just sounded like they were doing solos just for the sake of doing solos. I didn't like it at all. All right, Crowther, peace, buddy. And then there were two. Uh, but so I like guitar solos, I don't want you just showing off, and that doesn't mean I don't like a complex solo. I don't want to just just you shredding just to show me how fast you can play, especially if it's sloppy. That's something I'm very particular about. If you're going to play fast, it needs to be clear and melodic, not just look at me. Yeah, most 10-year-olds can do that. Now we're down to two, so y'all really got to talk. Well, it says three on the screen, so somebody's not talking. But y'all got to talk, or this is going to be a horrible 20 minutes. Man, I'm glad that person Buxton asked me about my glasses. Felt better without them. Other than, I guess I look really stoned like that, huh? Yeah, I have to agree, Brandy. I'm not a huge Alex Lifeson fan, but uh, yeah, I can't think of a solo that sticks out where I could argue that. I think, yeah, I think the Scorpion solos match their songs. As much as I don't like Kiss anymore, their solos back in the day match their songs. But their songs are all simple, so it didn't have to be a complicated solo. I think Iron Maiden solos match their songs. Uh, Naturally, I think Love Bites solos match their songs. What have we learned today? Well, we've learned that Facebook's mad at me, that I had my first 3 million video. I keep bringing that up. It made me feel pretty good to have my first, and it got 3 million views in 6 days. Ironic, huh? So that made me feel pretty good. We've learned that I don't have to wear my glasses to read y'all's messages. Oh wow. Yeah, low spec. That'd be dope, man. I know I won't make it because I can't get off work, but I have a friend who just saw them in Houston and said that they killed it in Houston, and the majority of the crowd that was there, I think he said it was like 800 people. Because I think it was at Houston House of Blues. I think I know for a fact it was in Houston, but he said the crowd was really good. The opening act was okay. Uh, the girls got good response. You could tell they appreciated the response they got. But yeah, and I refuse to go to South by Southwest, which is why I did not catch them in Austin. I don't think if I was invited to go for free that I would go to South by Southwest. I hate it. There you go. See, low spec. Good thing you're here. It's kind of keeping me in line. I was trying to remember what he had said. I mean, I guess I could have pulled up his email so that I didn't say something stupid like I did. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, I really got to see them live because man, it's a good thing I drank that big ass cup of coffee before this. Otherwise, y'all be sitting there watching me sleep at least for a few minutes. That'd be funny. I fall asleep and like 20 people drop in. Is that guy asleep or dead? Oh, you hear that snoring? He's got to be asleep. I tell y'all, if I have fallen asleep or nodded off in doing reactions before. Uploaded them anyways. Way early on. Yeah, South by Southwest it is insane, and there's no way in hell like I said, even when I was doing I know I said this before, even when I was doing stand-up, I would not go into the city during South by Southwest. I perform on the I mean, technically, it's in Austin, but it's on the outskirts of where the madness is happening. There's nothing about South by Southwest I want any part of, and there's some really dope shit that happens during it, but yeah, I wouldn't even go, like I said, for free. If they offered to come pick me up, I wouldn't go. There's all the shit that doesn't make the news going on that the hell's going on with my hair? I gotta give myself a haircut. Hopefully I won't screw it up this time. I've been cutting my hair for damn near 20 years and I screwed it up last time I cut it. That was back when I used to always do double shots, and then when my channel took off, people started bitching about it, so I quit doing it. The last time I love performing in Dallas, but when I perform, I go in, I do what I got to do, and I leave. I don't hang out in Dallas. But the 2 times I performed in Dallas were fantastic experiences. The first time I performed in Dallas, we had stopped at a 7-Eleven. I had to take a piss. Someone had just left their rig in there. They were left their spoon, their syringe used. Uh, I can't remember if it was a shoelace or whatever, but literally sitting on the sink. I was like, "Holy shit!" At least throw it in the trash. But it also made me wonder: is the person that was banging this fucking shit sitting in the stall and going to jump me? But I haven't had a bad experience in Dallas. I don't really like big cities. But Randy, I used to always do double, sometimes quadruple shot videos. And since I do all my videos in one day, I would fall asleep, or I usually do all my videos in one day. I would fall asleep quite often, and people would ask me in the comments, "Did you fall asleep?" When I fall asleep, it's not normally slow. It's like I died. I just fall asleep. Once in a while, I feel a slow burn coming in, but for the most part, I just fall asleep. Yeah. Do any of you have anything interesting going on? Uh, it's kind of like that, dude. I know that I don't have. We used to have a neighbor who had it, and he every time he turned around, he had a new car because he'd wreck it falling asleep. Uh, I don't think I'm quite that bad. I think it's just I get exhausted from going, and then quit moving. My body goes, now's a good time. Due to my work schedule on the weekends, I always have to make sure I drink coffee on the way home because I will fall asleep. I've driven about 2 miles completely asleep. I fell asleep once and woke up going so fast I had to change lanes so I didn't hit the car in front of me. I couldn't even hit the brakes at that point. I had to literally just change lanes. So that's why I drink coffee. All right, we got 11 minutes, y'all. So if you got anything going on, let me know. I'm interested in y'all too. Y'all sit here and listen to me and my shit. Oh, yeah, that's how our neighbor was. I mean, I didn't talk to him very often, but once I realized, I was like, this is like the fourth car he's had. And he was like, yeah, I fall asleep on the way to work all the time to where he wrecked. I learned to sleep in basic training. I learned to sleep when you can. So you pick a buddy, a ruck buddy, y'all just lean up against each other and go to sleep. Always pick someone you trust. Don't pick a dipshit that's going to move and let you hit the ground. They call them cattle trucks. They just pack all of us in a trailer of a truck to drive us around. You just lean against somebody, take a nap, however long you can get. Says we're down to 2 people. 2 people in 10 minutes. We can have quite a conversation. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the horse knows the way to carry the sleigh. My car knows the way home. This is a conversation that goes on in my head quite a bit. If I don't drink coffee, my it sounds weird to say my mind tells me. I guess it's the irrational part of my mind telling the logical part. Go ahead and go to sleep. You have an airbag. You'll be fine. I don't trust airbags. Not to mention, they're not as fun as they look in the movies. They hurt and they leave like rug burn on your face and shit. But it's like the irrational part will try to convince the logical part of my mind that we'll be okay. Go to sleep. So instead, I just drink coffee. I'd rather not have that conversation. I don't think it's the other guy that lives up here. He's never told me to hurt myself. So I don't think it's him telling me to do it. Oh, I don't think I would trust one of those self-driving cars. I don't think I'd trust that. Maybe my car pulled over and stopped. Maybe that would be okay. Or if your car talked to you, went, "Hey, asshole, you're driving. Wake up." That'd be okay too. Actually, I think it'd be kind of cool. I programmed my car to say that. Oh, the other things we learned is about my tattoos. I don't regret any. Most painful one. Any other bands I want to see? I definitely want to see Love Bites. Uh, exactly, Brandy. Um, I'd like to see one of the Korean bands. Well, actually, I'd like to see both DIH and Rolling Quartz. I'd like to see them tour together. Uh, that Alaskan band, that Oki, whatever it's called. Even though I've only heard the one song, I'm fairly interested in that. Aldius, I'd like to see. Um, there's a whole lot of Japanese bands I'd love to see live, especially the ones that get me amped up and watching their videos. If I get that amped up in the video, I'd like to see how good they are live. That's that. Oh, from Siberia. That's who. That does look dope, man. I would love to see that, especially their instruments. Anything new? I don't think so. Not that I've heard, anyways. Uh, something popped up here. Oh, absolutely low spec. Yeah, if you're in Japan and you're not taking full advantage, going to see all the bands, I mean, you could fill up your entire trip. Bright Air would be a dope show. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's just such a huge list for the Japanese bands. Um, as far as like American bands, I probably want to see Alice Cooper one more time. Oh yeah, Whiskey Dust, shit yeah, man, and D Drive. But yeah, Whiskey Dust, hell yeah. Uh, uh, there's there's not a whole lot of American bands I want to see other than, like I said, Nickelback, Alice Cooper. He's the most consistent performer that I've ever seen. Uh, I liked I liked 3 Days Grace. They're not American, but I liked 3 Days Grace. But now that Adam's gone, I haven't really been listening to a whole lot of them. But they put on a good show when I saw them. Uh, Five Finger Death Punch was okay when I saw them, but I don't know how they are now. Oh, Power Man 5000. That has Spider. The lead singer of Spider. He's oh shit, Rob Zombie's younger brother. I like Power Man 5000 over White Zombie. They put on a pretty good show, and he's a much better singer. Oh shit, we got 4 minutes. Shit, I can't. There's not a whole lot of American artists I want to see. Uh I've seen the Reverend Horton Heat before. I know I do not want to see ZZ Top again. Most boring band I've ever seen. Um, Theory of a Dead Man's pretty good live, but lately what they've been releasing is kind of mediocre at best. Shit, I can't really think off the top of my head anybody that I really want to see. I've seen a video of them. Somebody, I don't know if it was you, but I've had people ask me about them. So I actually had to go watch a video. They're not bad. I would probably be okay with seeing them. Oh, there's a band. Uh, uh, this band called Gunshot. Oh, I want to see the Foo Fighters. I've never seen the Foo Fighters, so I'd really like to see them. But this band called Gunshine, I have a reaction coming up to them. Uh, I'd like to see them. As far as the rap bands that I listen to or like, I wouldn't go seeing them live. I really liked Alice in Chains. I don't know. I haven't heard anything lately. I see interviews every now and then with various members. Mostly, what's his face, guitar player. Uh, is that I think they should have been bigger than Nirvana. Oh shit, we're almost done. Hey, we had a small group today, but this has been good. We've had great conversation. Uh, we will do it next week. Same Bob time, same Bob channel, and we are an hour early until y'all catch up. Those of you that are going, Jerry Cantrell, that's it. Hey, thanks for not yelling at me for calling him what's his face. But then again, you're not a 14-year-old rap fan, so I wouldn't expect you to do that. Yes, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. But I guess in my case, I don't get in trouble. It'd be ba 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 man, something like that. Anyways, hey, thanks for hanging out. I will see y'all next week. Be safe. Peace.